monster.
Choose your words carefully. We are now streaming.
Hello, stream.
Hello, stream.
We are all G-rated.
I wouldn't say that.
Twitch
We
I-
all
Prime.
need
Twitch Prime.
guidance.
Twitch
I'm
Prime.
also
Wouldn't
Twitch
say
a
Prime.
that.
liar.
Twitch Prime.
There's not nearly enough cameras on.
Oh,
Mine
shit.
is
getting
buried
there.
somewhere behind a bunch of stuff, so
What the fuck?
I know.
I haven't brushed my hair.
Brush your hair.
Ain't nobody wanna see
Mine will
that.
probably take me like 3 hours to set up, so I'll be sure to, I'll be sure to
Yeah.
set it up next time.
It's all right. Okay. So, we begin our tale once more within the city of Faventium. A city familiar to some of you from your previous years, but those of you who are fewer. The city of Faventium is the center of trade within the country of Alvaron, largest human-centric kingdom in the entire world. In the past year, it found itself under attack by a group of people naming themselves after various sins, namely envy and pride. This attack consisted of a number of magical bombs that went off in the city, and this created a rift in the sky between the prime material plane and the astral sea, through which numerous monsters came down into the prime material and caused havoc in the city. The city was saved by a group of heroes that have henceforth been known as the Custodes Faventium. And since then, the city has been in a period of rebuilding. Now, a year later, things are much more how they were before the attacks happened. The usual hustle and bustle of the city. It's typically calm. During the day, the markets are busy with people shouting over each other, trying to sell their goods and their wares, their services. At night, many people, especially wandering adventurers who have traveled from city to city, find themselves in the various taverns, such as the famous Head and Quarter Tavern, or, as is the case in this night, outside of a smaller tavern by the North Gate called the Wayward Hero, where inside you can hear din of people drinking and just generally having a good time, at least most nights. This night, however, something has happened inside of the Wayward Hero, and the normal din of people having a grand old time is replaced with shouting, the breaking of tables and glassware, cursing, and the door flying open as the proprietress of the tavern, a large Goliath woman named Vilya, bodily tosses a number of people outside of her tavern door. They slam into the ground, being covered in the mud and dirt that has built up as people have come in from the North Gate. And as they all begin trying to pick themselves up to make sense of their situation, Vilya tells them to never come to our tavern again. These unfortunate lot happen to be our heroes for this tale. And we're going to go one by one to find out what they did to get thrown out of the Wayward Hero. So who would like to go first?
Oh, improv.
Okay.
Improv.
Let's go. My character is currently intoxicated and also naked. We already know that he has amnesia and doesn't know how he got where he got anyways, so this is a kind of common occurrence for him. And as the people are grabbing him to throw him out of the bar, he seems to enjoy it.
But what did you do to get thrown out of the bar?
Oh, absolutely. Probably making some sort of joke about touching my genitals. I would like to say I put it in somebody's like mug or something and tried to get them to drink it, and
Oh
then
my
it like
God.
grazed one of their faces. Let's go with that. And then that's what got me thrown out. The joke gone too far.
The joke gone too far, as your little stunt caused a burly half-orc man, already half drunk from the night, to reach out and attempt to throttle you for daring to interfere with his drink, bumping into the patron next to him, and like a bunch of dominoes, the first one being tipped, falling into the next, a rowdy bar fight begins.
Yes.
As the fighting begins to erupt throughout the tavern, and as you, I imagine, being as you are, get stuck in fighting. Who else gets impacted by this fight, and how?
I will go next. Character description first.
Yes, a description of your character, what they are
Okay.
doing, and what causes them to be drawn into the chaos that is.
All right. My character's name is Ember. She has a mixture of long auburn and burgundy hair that is braided back, and the wisps of her hair and the tail end of her braid are aflame and fiery red because she is a fire genasi. Her eyes are amber and she has a hellish red glow. Um, she was on a date at this tavern, and it was not going great. This guy was full of himself. She just wanted an excuse to get out of there, and when he was taking a sip of his whiskey, she sneezed, and in that sneeze was a little, spark, and it blew up the glass into his face. And I took that bar fight as a distraction to kind of hide away and never see this guy again. Where I end up, either outside of the bar thrown out. Not my problem. I just want to get away from this guy.
All right. Who? Let's see. Your poor date. We'll say that he is a human, as is most common here, and he's probably a middling merchant, probably not doing super well for himself, but trying to make it. As the the glass explodes into his face and about to fire, like something out of a comic book, it singes any hair or any facial hair that he might have had. His eyebrows have singed away, making his appearance probably only slightly affected than it was before. As he does this, he flies backwards in his seat in surprise and alarm, knocking into somebody else, who quickly turns around, grabs him by his shirt, and pulls him up and just slugs him across the face as the fighting begins to get even more out of control. So you were trying to kind of sneak your way out of the fighting.
Yeah.
You are not terribly successful at this, but we'll get there here in just a minute. Who else is being affected by the chaos now?
I'll go ahead and go.
All right.
So, Keydon lifts his face up from the mud, and he's still laughing hysterically. He witnessed trying to, how is it pronounced, Lester?
Oh, let's see. I forgot the name, to be honest.
Temeki?
Temeki.
I see.
Temeki.
Temeki.
Okay, yeah. He saw the incident with Temeki attempting to stick his member inside of another person's drink,
Oh my god.
and
That is a lot of freedom.
the the head of the bar assumed he had something to do with it, along with a couple of members of the group because he couldn't stop laughing after witnessing the incident. So he's still like kind of wiping the mud off of his face, and he's sort of dressed elaborately for the occasion, and he's kind of like picking off clumps of dirt and wiping off mud as he's still trying to stifle his laughter from the incident.
Okay, so you had witnessed what Tameki had done. You'd burst into laughter, and then all of a sudden, a very large, very angry Goliath woman was right behind you, just bodily picking you up and just throwing you out of her tavern.
Probably with very little effort.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes. You were probably the first one to be tossed out in that case. So you watched one by one as the several other unfortunate individuals also get tossed out on their ass. All right. While Vilya is in the process of gathering up Tameki, what's happening with the other few ventures?
Okay, I'll go next. Janira is she's a young woman with dark brown hair that rests just over her shoulders, burgundy eyes and a soft face, subtle smile, a pair of earrings shaped like lanterns that are enchanted to glow dimly, um, typically reserved and pensive expression, and she has ravens tattooed like on her forearms. They're like really dense and they like dissipate as they go towards her hands. Very edgy, very cool. She also really likes sweets and honey wine. And being drunk on honey wine, she'll turn to her brother and kind of just give a very smug like smile, like he knows what she's about to go do. Uh she gets up in the middle of the bar fight using it as a cover to go try to steal some pastries or sweets or something and like tuck some away, but also be like taking bites of some of them, like like flowers like on her face. And I guess she gets caught and then thrown out.
Yeah, Vilya, as she's coming back to the tavern, trying to pick her way through separating fights, she sees you attempting to pilfer some of her pastries, and she walks over and just one-handed grabs the back of your are you wearing armor of some kind?
Not armor, just like cloth, I guess.
Gotcha.
Vestments.
She just kind of like her whole her whole hand, which is bigger than your head, just kind of grabs you at the neck and shoulders and just wheels you about and just slowly, but then gaining speed, rushes towards the door and just yeets you out the doorway.
I'm more focused on holding whatever I have left with me and chewing what's in my mouth.
Fair enough, fair enough. Sergeant Peppers, you see this happen to your sister. What do you do?
I simply follow them out because I see that the orc lady is only throwing her out. He has not harmed her. I have no reason to fight this bar lady because my sister asked for it. And seeing as how it is a very small and very pure way of indulging in her wants, I cannot judge her, but it will try my patience.
All right.
What a good brother.
You get up. You get up and you start walking towards the door, and about this time, Vilya turns around, sees you, and notices the familiarity between you and your sister, and she just jerks a finger, telling you to get out.
Or hold up my hands. The outfit that I'm wearing is pretty proper military garb. It's very it's like half religious, half military. You will see a necklace of a coffin around his neck, and you will see upon his arm. Well, actually, it's not on his arm. It's like a full-size coffin that he carries with him, that he uses as a shield. But he has circle round glasses, grayed out hair. He's a very stern, aged, and very tired old man.
I remember. Great.
And
Not pay
well,
attention to the man behind the curtain.
There we go.
yeah,
Oh,
That-
there
and
we
he
that's
go.
out of
will he will walk next to his sister and like stabilize her and like help her back up and make sure and pick up any pastries that she dropped and be like,
Hey, do I still
"Yo."
have any?
You probably have 2 or 3 that survived the fall and have
Alright,
not
yeah.
covered in mud.
I'll hand one to him just with a smile. Still
will-
chewing one.
Nom nom.
I will take it and I will help her to her feet.
Our final adventurer also then proceeds to make their appearance.
Unlike the rest of you, I walk out. I do not get thrown out. And I walk up to you guys and find the nearest wall, and I lean against it. And what you see here is a human woman with blonde and black streaky hair. She's dressed in all black with a mask that covers all of her face. You only see her golden eyes and a scar. Ooh, thank you.
Here we go.
And she starts fiddling a knife that's like it's gold like her eyes, and starts fiddling it with like it's a coin in her hands.
Mhm.
And she's gonna look at the group and just kind of pause. She's gonna specifically look at the naked man, and then she's gonna just say, I was told to find some adventurers for a job. Seems like you guys will do. Are you interested?
I ignore her. I'm flexing in the puddle or
No,
whatever
I
closest
ignored you.
reflection is near me.
She just looked at you in general and then just kind of talked to the rest of the group when she said that. But you know, you're a +1. That's okay.
I will go up to you and be like, I am definitely looking for resources and work. But I'm not to be rude or anything, but you look a little shifty.
Yeah, I get that sometimes. But
It-
it's not coming from me. I have a point of contact. They'll go through all the details.
I'll look at Sergeant Peppers and just kind of like motion like with my eyes to what is your name?
Tamira.
Kamira.
We rhyme.
We
Janira
do.
Kamira.
Yeah. Trying to see what you think.
Well, seeing as how our resources have dwindled, I do not see any sort of reason why we cannot take this opportunity. Judging by the appearance, they are of the shifty type, but shifty types know ways that can assist us.
I'll just look at Kamira and say, oh, God. He says yes.
All of that to say, yeah, why not?
I'm gonna gesture to everybody else and say, if you're in, follow me. And then I will proceed in the direction of where I'm supposed to go. Oh, Grandmaster.
So, you had met previously with your contact, a dwarf by the name of Barden Bouldershoulder.
What?
Yes. You
Shoulder, shoulder.
It's that guy.
you had met with him previously.
Lore that I didn't know about. Ooh.
Yes, yes. Which will not be discussed now for the sake of spoilers. Yeah, you had talked with him about potentially getting this group together, and were instructed on where to find him whenever it was time to debrief with whomever you had happened to bring. It is a short jaunt across the Regio Flumen, which is the district of the city we're in. Which, as a reminder, and for those of you who are new, Faventium is split into these 3 separate sections of the city. The Regio Flumen is where most of the more well-to-do people, like the middle-class kind of people, stay. It's where the merchants are at. It's where travelers stay whenever they come to town. The Regio Terra, or better known as Disfaventium, is basically the slums of the city. It's where the struggling folk of the stay or at, and also where a lot of the docks and warehouses are set for the various goods moving in and through the city along either of the rivers leading in and out of the. Then you have the Regio Argenti, or just known as Argenti. That is where all of the nobles stay, and the only place in the city that is actively guarded and only open to those who have business. The Argenti. It is inaccessible to. But as you traipse across the Regio Flumen, as the night continues to grow on, you find yourself coming to a sizable cart, outside of which stands a temporary forge set up. But the light inside is still on. Mira, you have seen this this cart before, and you know that you are to knock on the door that Barden is.
I knock on the door.
A few moments pass, and the door slightly opens up, and you see just the outline of a dwarven face peering back at you with bald head and a long but neatly groomed beard.
Hello there.
Kind of peers at all of you and goes, "Ah, Kamira, you find some people already.
Indeed. I think they'll do.
Very well. Come on in. We'll talk business." He opens the door, and all of you realize immediately that the cart on the inside is much bigger than it should be.
Doctor Who. Sorry.
Inside, he has a fully functioning. He also has several other rooms that seem to be filled with supplies and something akin to an office of sorts, where he has a desk with various bits of papers and quills set about, many of which have sketches or maybe look to be old books that are open to a certain page that he is taking notes upon. On one wall, he also has a map of the world. He brings you all in and urges you to take a seat wherever you can, as many of the places where you can sit have kind of been filled with parchment and books.
I'll lean on the wall.
I will stand behind everybody else as they sit down.
I'm still naked, but I will stand up.
Good to
know.
Barden, as he sits down and he starts looking over all of you, he notices this, and he goes, "I'm sorry, lad. Do you need some clothes? I can whip something up for you quick."
I mean, do you like what you see?
Yes, he does.
Like, just a pair of pants, or
Okay, I'll fine.
You are.
I take a leaf
You're
out of my
human?
head. Like, this should cover him up.
I
No.
respond
This
very
will be acceptable.
appreciatively. This is perfect, and I slap it on my ding dong. It doesn't cover it all the way, but
Yes,
I
it's
need
very
a
big.
few
It
more of
doesn't fully
these.
cover it.
he just kind of looks like he's about to say something, decides against it, and decides to avert his gaze to the rest of you. Well, apologies for the disarray here. I was quite sure when Kamira would find other adventurers. My name is Barden Boulder Shoulder. It's a pleasure to meet.
Nice
Good
to meet you too.
And
I salute him.
I don't know if she happened to tell you anything about this job that I have on offer, but if not, I'd like to go ahead and introduce that. If that
First makes a fucking
Yeah.
noise at your salute.
If it's as much fun as we've had already, I'm sure we'll be interested.
Oh well, how about seeing a little bit of the world, doing some traveling, maybe even delving into long forgotten halls full of treasure and mystery?
So if I've been playing a lot of a Wrath Classic, you're just reminding me of Bran Bronzebeard. This is awesome.
Azeroth's dying.
My God. I remember
Sorry.
that very vividly from my short time playing that.
Yep.
Yep.
Peppers will look at his sister. Is it always so vague in terms of adventuring? No knowledge, no goals, just go here, do this.
Don't you
think this
worry,
is-
lad.
Oh.
I've got payment in mind. You'll not do this totally out of not having a sense of what you'll be getting out of it. I'll get to that. He takes one of the books that he has and kind of flips through it and kind of turns the book so you can see that it is a number of runes on what appears to be a map of the world, but their different bits have a rune on it in the various mountains of the world. Do any of you speak Dwarvish?
Damn it.
I do not
No.
think I do. That is a good
Need to actually check
question.
mine as well.
Yeah, I was like,
I
that is
don't-
a good question.
I don't
I
think
speak
any of us have
rogue.
short king energy.
I
He
can read
says-
Let me
rogue
check.
shit.
How
I
can you
don't know
tell?
if that's specific.
Oh, I can speak infernal. Oh, never mind.
What
That's
the
gonna be
fuck is
useless.
that?
Wow.
It might be useful, just not here.
Very, very apt for a naked man. So much chaotic energy.
Yeah.
He don't know where he from.
Yeah.
Abyssal, Common, and Elvish.
Okay. He kind of points at it and says, I don't know how much you know of the history of the dwarves, but legends say that our race came from a city known as Glitterheim. It's a city that was full of wonderful invention and mighty artifacts. It was the home of Morden himself, so they say. Inside, in particular, was a great artifact known as the Anvil of the World, upon which any sort of magical item could be created with ease. It has been my life's work to try and find this place, and I think I know where it is. However, legends say that in order to get inside after it was sealed, you have to use a specific key that was broken into fragments. I have some of the fragments, but I'm missing one of these fragments. I had hired another adventurer to go and collect for me. But it's been several weeks since he was supposed to arrive back here with it. I need some aspiring adventurers such as yourselves to go to his last known location, see if you can track him down, and either get the key fragment from him or pick up the fragment off of wherever he may. Sounds simple enough so far?
Sergeant Peppers will like whip out a book and start flipping through some pages. And he like whips out a pen. Alright, who is the individual of which you entrusted with this job?
It was 2 individuals. Their names are Mistan and Robbie.
Um, alright. What are the defining characteristics of a Mr. Miston and a Mr. Robbie?
Well, Miston is a famous mercenary. He goes by the name Flameblade as well. He is a massive fucking dragonborn. A large hunk of iron that he calls a sword on his back. Gold scaled. Except for his right arm. Robbie is a human. His left arm is mechanical and has a crossbow built into it.
And
That's
did
cool.
you have previous association with these two individuals before this said job?
More or less. He went to go get the fragment for me. Favor for a favor. I will say it is unlike him to not be here. He's quite the accomplished warrior. I do not think he has died. But something is definitely keeping.
Who else knows about the place you sent him? Or where did you send him?
Well, sent him into the country of Remnant. Some old ruins there. Lots of old ruins, if you've ever been to Remnant. However, on his way back, he mentioned stopping at a village in the Beastlands. One that I had never heard of before. Not on any maps. That was the last bit of contact that I had from him.
Okay. Let's say we don't find your two friends. How will we know we've found a fragment of this key?
Show you. And he reaches into a drawer in his desk, opens it up, pulls out a shimmery, amber-colored piece of metal. Pulls out several of them, actually, and you see as he begins to kind of fit them together, they do almost look like a key, but it's missing a few more pieces to be. But the color and the way it shimmers as it catches the light is, it's not quite gold. It's a dimmer, almost brassy kind of color.
Is it like he's missing like one of the teeth on the key or like the handle?
He is missing the head and all of the actual teeth of the key. He has mostly of the shaft and the bit where you actually can turn it, whatever that.
So it's sort of like a skeleton key?
Sort of, yes. But it is quite large. It looks to be like it's probably about the size of his entire hand, palm to fingertip.
Almost as if someone could wield it as a weapon.
Not quite a keyblade, unfortunately.
Maybe someday it'll turn into something like that.
I mean, I guess you could sharpen it and use it as like a shiv. That's about it.
God damn.
He's a Keyblade master.
Kingdom Hearts on the west side.
Oh my gosh!
You came to the wrong neighborhood, Mickey.
Oh fuck.
Kill his muffin cap back, Goofy.
Yeah.
Gorge.
Yuck!
Time to show you
Take your
around
shoes,
the
Donald!
prison.
Gosh.
Gorge.
Gorge.
So it seems that you are missing both multiple pieces of this key, and you had these individuals seek out one or the rest of these fragments.
Just one. I have other people looking out for the others, and should hear news of them soon. But
I see. So you are not having us seek these fragments, but go on a manhunt for these said individuals.
correct. Miston had found the fragment itself, but was supposed to deliver it and has past the delivery deadline.
Hmm. And you said the last location was where?
In a village in the beast. Let me see if I can.
Oh, sister, it seems as if we leave Remnant, and yet here we are, heading back in that direction once again.
Yep, not quite all the way. Not quite all the
Oh,
way.
I'm so excited to go back home.
Your
Did he mention
optimism
the
is
reward yet?
palpable.
He
Ah.
mentioned treasures.
Yes, of course. If it does so ever happen that Miston is passed, of course, more than welcome to anything you find on his body. Sure, he would like it to go to use rather than just rotting away somewhere. Regardless, on return, I'll be giving you each 1,000 gold pieces. And to sweeten the deal, I know a certain someone who can get you there and back much faster, so you don't even have to pay for travel.
I'm listening.
Does your character say that?
He's just nodding, pretending like he's paying attention, but he actually hasn't heard anything that's went on.
Nice.
He heard gold and he got excited.
But we do like gold. Who is this person that's going to get us there? And back, hopefully, safely?
I have a friend here in the city. Her name is Donetta. Very powerful wizard. She knows of a place where teleportation magic is readily available. Not quite on target in the Beastlands, but close enough.
I will suggest an addendum to your agreement of 2 gold pieces apiece to fund the trip.
1,000 gold pieces, friend, but go ahead.
1,000 gold pieces upon the return of the piece is the agreement, yes?
Yep, per person.
Per person. And how will we fund ourselves on this trip? Do you wish us to do this pro bono until we come back?
I'll tell you what. You shouldn't need much. It appears that most of you already have some things. See,
I
weapons.
flex. I don't have anything.
But if needed,
Just ignores him and continues. Okay.
I can grant you some money now to prepare yourselves if necessary. However, you will not be doing very much traveling. As I said, you'll be teleported relatively close to station. Might have to travel from there. Honestly, I can't tell you what to expect. Travel should be light.
Yes, but the unexpected is what we are requiring payment for, sir.
Make a
Ooh,
persuasion
it's like-
check.
I'm like rolling my eyes at trying to squeeze out.
Critical.
Oh,
Oh shit! Let's go!
All right, very well. I see your point.
what the fuck? First roll of the session.
Let's
Critical.
go.
And we're using it on a persuasion check to get more money.
Hell yeah.
Money. It's where it counts, baby.
I will give you an additional 1,000 gold for the lot of you. Not one apiece. But for now, for you to prepare for your journey. Sound fair?
Sounds fair, just don't give it to that man.
Hold on. I need to make a constitution check to make sure I have a poker face on this. Hold up.
Fuck!
Wow. What the fuck?
2
Let's
crits in a
go!
row?
Dare, you're
Dude.
using our
Yeah.
I'm
fucking
sorry.
Stop
I'm sorry.
You have guaranteed a TPK in our first fight.
Oh
No,
my
no,
God.
no.
My character
We're
walks
dead.
over to Sergeant Peppers and is like, I don't know who you are, but I love you, and then proceeds to hug him.
Do not touch me naked, man.
I will
Oh,
step
come
back
on.
and like towards Chimera.
As I'm like holding this naked man away from me. That amount will do.
Oh, it's okay.
Just
I'll
gonna
get you
s-
eventually.
I'm just gonna stare at
Mm.
them and just kind of like blink. That's it. That's all you get. A blink.
Can I turn to Barden and be like, why do you want the key? Like, what are you going to make? You said it makes any magical item. What are you trying to make?
It's less about the anvil for me, and more about being able to actually find it. My people have been looking for it for years, upon millennia almost. It's been my
So
life's
why-
work.
Why aren't they helping you? Why are you hiring mercenaries?
Well, as it turns out, a lot of my people given up. I haven't.
Well, good enough reason for me. It doesn't sound evil at all. Let's go.
One final question.
Of course.
Let's say you're not the only one searching for fragments of this key. What adversity should we meet in attempting to provide these fragments for you? What's to say there isn't someone else seeking the same goal as yourself?
Truthfully, I cannot say if anyone else is searching. As far as I know, I am the only. However, whatever has waylaid Miston and Robbie from turn, I could not say. Perhaps you'll find more answers at the village they spoke of.
Would you have any reason to think they would double cross you?
No, not at all. Miston has his own quests, but he has never shown me any reason to doubt him before.
Well, you've certainly piqued my interest, so I'll have to say that I'm in.
I turn to actually, you know what? Never mind.
Still trying to tug the.
No, I was
Okay.
going to turn towards the group and puff up my chest and say, if we find anybody that's also doing this, I'll strangle them, as he smiles.
Oh Lord.
Well, it's good to know that you're eager, at least.
And where is this Danetta, by the way? You mentioned of travel from her location.
Aye, she is in Argenti. I will secure transport for us tomorrow to get to her tower. It is quite late at the moment. Like to be.
Very well. Sister, I suppose we should turn in for the. It's evening, right, Topher?
Oh yeah, it's probably getting on about 11, maybe about midnight.
Well, seeing as how we got kicked out of the last tavern for unknown reasons, we'll need to find a different place.
Unknown indeed.
You're welcome
We
to
got our
stay
gold?
here in my cart. You have room. Or I can go ahead and give you extra payment now and to find yourself board for the night.
And you are really tackling at Pepper's frugal nature. A
Hey.
free bed tonight? Hell yeah.
I take it. I take the gold. And then I go back to the tavern we came from.
Can I attempt to pickpocket the gold from him?
So Barton hasn't given it out yet.
Okay. I
Okay.
was gonna say.
Well, it's also going to be
Also-
split, right, between all of us.
Well,
Well,
this is gonna be
yeah.
a 1K up front.
for
To help
group
us.
preparation.
Yeah.
However,
The
you want to split
1K
that up.
preparation. Yeah, okay, yeah.
However, y'all
Oh,
want
is
to
it for
split that up
everyone, or-
is for
Yes.
Okay,
you
never
to
mind.
decide.
Never mind. I don't go somewhere else with the money.
Okay. Well, if there are no objections, I shall handle the money. Going once, going twice.
It's all
I
yours,
point
buddy.
at I point at him. I say, that guy looks responsible.
Annoyingly so.
Very well.
As
So
long as you ensure we don't feed on scraps, I'm fine with it.
Barden will open up another
Please,
drawer
I'm
and start counting out some gold, guys, and hand it to you.
please, I'm no savage. I take care of my men.
I'll give a pastry to Caden.
And I will
That's
hand I will hand Kadon, yeah, Kadon a pastry as well.
Aiden?
It
So you got 2 pastries.
Kedon.
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 Eat
Kedon.
Kedon begins to pick the pastry apart with his fingers and take bites. He seems pleased with that.
Nice. It seems your sticky fingers have come to a youth, sister.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And now mine are sticky as well.
You were the one that wants to be frugal, and I just used my 5-finger discount.
Sounds like a good match to me.
Right. So you're all going to stay
Hair
in,
flip, walk away.
in his cart for the evening?
Yeah.
Yes, we
Yeah.
will not question the magic or the man and take the opportunity.
It is bigger on the inside after all.
Yep. All right. Y'all are able to spend the night safely. You would get the benefits of a long rest if you needed to use the long rest. Might actually be a good point. Open up your character sheet where you see your hit dice, S rest, and L rest. Short rest, long.
Wait.
Long rest.
Oh, yeah.
People do not have access to.
Oh, I see it. Very nice. Okay.
What
Can we
class
do
are you
long
doing?
rest? How
Wait,
does
never
that
mind.
work?
What class am
question.
I? Did you ask that?
I was thinking of like your character description, and it was like more like paladin in a way, but I guess mine sort of. Yeah, they're basically paladins.
Yeah.
And Priya's
Just
the
cleric.
cleric with extra steps.
Yeah.
What? No.
The night passes without incident, and in the morning, Barden awakens you all. Tells you, I will go and see if I can secure an audience with Donetta, and I will be back here, say around 1 or 2 o'clock. Should give you plenty of time to run around town and prepare however you wish.
So just to be clear, we don't need horses or anything because we won't be traveling that far.
Well, you'll be teleporting most of the way, so horses probably won't do any good.
Okay.
I'm no
Just be
wizard,
this-
but I think there are some requirements for the teleportation spell to work properly.
Would a full stomach be one of these?
I would advise not traveling on a full
Mm.
stomach if you've never teleported before. And you'll understand what I mean.
Kedon grins.
For you guys, like changing from one plane to another is similar. So you've probably experienced it before. Whether or not you're used to it, though,
Gotcha.
I see.
he will usher you all out to the cart so he can lock it up and leave you to attend to his own business. So, what do you do to prepare for your journey?
4, 6. Let's see here.
Is it
First
the
things
potion
first.
seller?
Yes. That is a good idea. Potion seller first.
I clothe myself.
Gasp.
Oh, I pictured like a see-through raincoat
Like,
Oh no.
a full set of
Uh.
armor, but with like assless chaps.
Oh my
Yes.
god, yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Uh, whatever fits.
So you are looking for a potion seller first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sounds good.
There is such a place. There's actually a number of places in town, but the most reputable is a place called the Hag's Draft. Hag's Draft. Draft. That's how you say that word. Draft.
I get that mixed up all the time.
Damn you, English language.
Yeah.
Spelling.
You.
So for the sake of ease,
And while he's doing that, just as a quick inventory, do any of y'all have potions or notable equipment that you wish to share? Because if I receive or if I peruse and find important inventory items and you already have it, I will be slightly grouchy.
I do not have any potions.
No potion.
I think that was actually
Uh.
a specific requirement that we did not obtain potions.
yes, I asked you not to spend your magic item. There.
Oh, the magic items. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, none of you would have gotten potions as part of your start.
Yeah, I don't have any. Go fish, as they say.
For like a regular adventurer's sort of like backpack, how long would that last per? How many days would that last?
I'm sorry, what's your question?
The
Like if you had
ration
like
would
a regular. Go ahead.
you would have rations for 2 days.
2 days. Okay, so I'll let Sergeant Pepper know. Like I have enough food and equipment to last me for a couple of days at least, but no potions.
I will peruse and find ourselves some equipment good for the travels. I will ask the nearby passerby because I don't know where anything is in this town in terms of who sells potions and who sells pants.
So you can make your way over to the Hag's Draft, which that is why I didn't say that correctly. That is how that is spelled, but it is pronounced draft. Because fuck you, English.
Alright. What does it look like?
It is a relatively simple one-story affair. It is quite decorative in that there are many vines and plants just kind of hanging off of the roof and kind of crawling up the walls. Inside there are there's a very strong smell of alchemical, and there is a young halfling at the counter. She looks to be somewhat in her maybe mid to late 20s.
And we are very judgmental, assuming her age from the get-go.
With dark hair, very curly, kind of pulled up and out of her face, a set of glasses, and some plain clothing with an apron. As you all come in, she greets you and lets you know that you're free to look around, but if you have any questions, she'll be more than happy to answer them.
Alright. What do I see?
Well, what are you looking for?
Fucking potions, man.
Hang on a second, as always.
The place also sells clothes, right?
Not this place.
This place does.
No, we have to go to a tailor. Probably the famous one that ended up crafting one of the heroes' pants, the one that saved the city.
Ooh,
If
that
you're
sounds like some pants I want to wear.
if
Oh my
you're
goodness.
listening along on Spotify, I have the perfect shopping portion of this.
Oh,
Oh,
let
I
me
Okay,
need
how do
to-
I
get
do
that
that?
working. Oh yes.
Wow.
How do I get up in
Beetle?
there?
Hell yeah, dude.
I have to connect my Spotify.
How does this work? I don't know how to do it.
Over.
Highlight the group chat that we are all in, Team 1, and upon highlighting it, you will see what everybody is listening to. You will have two options to play Spotify on your own, or hit the button to the right where it has the person with the play button, and it will play along with us.
I
And-
don't see any of that.
And it doesn't
Oh.
go into the stream, so
What?
Mother
Oh,
of bitch.
I didn't know we were doing this.
Any screenshot?
Yeah, I'll
um,
show you. I'll stream it here.
Okay,
Wait, this is perfect. I love this song.
I'm lost in the sauce.
Lead.
Are you gonna do the thank you if you buy something?
thank you.
Thank you.
That's what it's supposed to
Team
look
one.
like
You don't see that?
when you.
Oh, I see it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Very nice. Thank you, Jeezy.
My Spotify's
Yeah,
not
so you can
connect.
listen along to whatever I happen to be.
Yes.
The
Night.
ambiance will not be my thing today because new
Can you sign
computer.
in?
I've signed in and it's connected
No.
via Discord, but it's saying it's not connected when I try to look at it.
Technical
Hmm.
difficulty.
Restart
Yeah.
Discord.
Yeah,
Control
restart
R
Discord.
Discord.
All right, a BRB.
Just hit
Okay.
Control R in Discord.
Control R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I control R. Wait. I control
In
R.
Discord.
Uh huh.
There you go.
But it's been a long
did-
time since I've had to break this
I did-
this thing out.
I
I'm
did
dead.
it. Okay, we try again. That's what I thought, bitch. Oh, that's loud.
Yeah, that's off
Alright.
max.
It will be
Dun,
max.
dun, dun. Okay. I'm
All
ready.
right,
Thank
potion
you.
seller. We are looking for every sort of healing potion, any potions of haste of the sort, and potions of anything else.
God, who's the min maxer now?
Okay.
Dude,
Whoever
with me, you are going to be living.
whoever is taking the front, being the face here. Whoever's taking the
by the
lead
way-
on buying stuff, I need you to roll me a percentile die.
Really quick, because I already used up both of my critical rolls today. Who has the highest charisma or / persuasion roll out of
Oh
all of
my
us?
god.
I
Okay.
have
Let's see.
Lead.
How do you check your character?
persuasion.
I've got a
Um,
solid -1.
Sorry, I'll for the purposes of this, I'll characters open.
I got +2.
Oh shit, where I be? There I
I'm
there
a
I
formless
be.
being in a darkless void.
We all exist in this liminal space. It's fine.
Liminal.
Liminal.
What's it? Charisma?
Yes,
Yep.
14?
So
13 plus 1?
I have 14 as well.
Yeah, I have
1.
13. So not tied.
Do you barter? Is that persuasion?
Yep.
Who has proficiency in persuasion?
Sergeant Peppers does.
No.
I think he
Let's
is
just-
the only one looking at everybody's character sheet.
Yep.
Look, you're already on a roll. There's no way it could go down.
I believe.
Only perception.
All things must be balanced.
Yep. So you'll do /roll space 1d100.
And / roll
/roll.
1d100.
Yes.
Mm.
Well, it appears they only have poor potion availability right now. Maybe they're between big orders or something. So what they have ready to be sold are regular potions of healing, some potions of climbing, some potions of water breathing, and some potions of gaseous form.
Ooh.
Pretty limited stock.
Whoops.
potions of climbing, potions of what? Healing, climbing, water breathing,
Gaseous.
Gaseous form.
gaseous
Gaseous?
form. Can you give me stat block? Never mind. I'm only curious about the gaseous form. Is that like Misty Step almost?
No, it literally turns you into gas.
That sounds terrible.
It
What?
can
Like
be.
some good shit.
Yeah.
If
Well,
a
if
strong
it's your
gust of
own
wind
gas,
blows
it
you
smells
apart,
good.
you're lost.
Oh my God.
You're gone.
Are you
Okay.
serious?
Whoa.
I think so. I think that's how this works.
Brother.
I'll have to look it up, but
Damn.
I
Alright.
want to say that is probably a part of it.
Who's stronger? One party or one strong breeze, bro? Fuck.
Alright. And what, pray tell, are you selling these excellent potions for?
The potions of healing and climbing will run you 50 gold each. The potion of water breathing is a cool 250 gold. And the potion of gaseous form is 2,500 gold.
Oh.
Jesus.
I see you to be of high intelligence. 6
Well,
potions of healing, and 1 potion of climbing, and 1 potion of water breathing.
Okay, so 300 for the healing, 350 total for the climbing. Then
Oh. Can you
Yeah.
describe the potion of climbing?
total of 800. It is it's almost like a tan color. Like almost as if you had just
Sorry.
dipped the bottle into a dirty river. It's kind of got like dirt and detritus kind of swirling about in it.
Mhm.
Are you talking about the effects?
The effects.
Sorry. No, you're good. Let me look that up.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be the climbing feat, which allows you to use your full movement for climbing.
You gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. Yep.
I'm going to tap Sergeant Pepper on his shoulder and said, "I don't think we'll be needing that one." And I point down to my feet.
It's not spider climb. Spider climb is much better.
Okay. So 6 potions of healing,
300.
6 potions of healing, and 1 potion of water breathing, all for 500 gold. What do you say?
Driving a hard bargain there. So that is 6.
50 short.
Yeah. Make me a persuasion check.
Here we go. 9.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, that's not gonna work.
Okay, I literally LeBron James that gold into their desk.
Oh my god!
Yeet.
All right. And you now have 6 potions of healing and 1 potion of water breathing to distribute.
Alrighty, I will then proceed to subtract that gold from our amounts, leaving it
To have
with a
450
cool
left.
450 gold, to which everybody now receives 1 regular potion of healing.
Do we add that in here?
You can add it,
What would you
although I would recommend
suggest?
adding it. And I will.
Okay, I just tested it. We can actually import ourselves.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Add it to your character sheet in Beyond, and then re-import it.
Potion of healing. This is a baby poo poo potion. 2d4 plus
The
2.
poo poo potion. It's a good thing we have 2 clerics in our class.
Yep.
I think my healer feat is better than this.
Yeah, it probably is.
But you know what? That's
So-
more actions for me to DPS. Let's go. Heal yourself.
Yeah.
Also, whenever you
That's-
do that, make sure you uncheck everything except what you want. It's for future. Doesn't matter right now since you're all had a long rest.
Cut out for me at the keyword.
I cut
Uncheck
out
everything before you.
Yeah, uncheck. So when you click
Oh yeah.
the little D&D Beyond button next to your name with your character sheet open, you'll see update selection. It has all those things checked. So only keep check what you want to update. This case. So that way,
uncheck everything but other equipment.
yes, yeah. That way, if we
I see,
do that
okay.
during a like if you're in the middle of a dungeon or something, that way you don't get everything back when you shouldn't have everything.
I've got it.
I got it.
Does anyone not know how to import? Re-import?
I don't, but I can do
Really?
this afterwards if needed.
No, we're just gonna do the run. Oh,
Because I
Tutorials.
have to get on
D&D Beyond.
D&D
Okay.
Beyond.
Okay.
And,
I'm
yeah.
trying to get
Yeah.
everybody's potion of healing, regardless, and then one of us can give you the roll for it, and we can just manually do it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
that's
It's
fine.
Yeah, I'm getting a resource selection window.
You would just hit default.
Default. Okay.
Yeah.
And it looks like I lost all of my equipment.
Oh.
Nope. It took a
You
bit to
have
update.
it-
Okay.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it shouldn't. It should carry over
It
whatever
shouldn't.
you have. Basically, whatever you have in D&D Beyond becomes your character sheet.
Alright, looks like I am now naked.
Yeah!
Suddenly,
And I'm
suddenly
naked.
clothes
Yes!
are gone.
Join me!
DM, does Sergeant Pepper see any of his compatriots around?
Compatriots
I'm
meaning.
still with you.
Oh, you're talking about
We don't know anyone else's names though.
Jibbins?
Yeah, I'm talking about the goons. They're not nearby, right?
No.
Because I'm trying to avoid them as much as possible right now.
Honestly, they probably got caught up in the fighting at the bar, and you haven't seen them since. So
Excellent. Let us move forward.
they're off having their own little adventure. No. It's okay. You'll be returning to this. Right, 450 gold left to prepare. Is there anything else you guys would like to try and find?
Pants.
Ants?
Because we want to cover him pronto.
I need to put this game on the Switch.
Poo-poo.
Yeah, they do.
The next location is a tailor shop.
Let's see. This place is called.
Is this where Karzan got his sick coat, cloak?
And Elwyn got his pants.
It was not,
yeah.
unfortunately. There are some merchants had decided to leave the city after the attacks.
What?
So, yeah.
Damn it. Those pants served him well.
That's also code for the DM lost some of his notes, so he doesn't remember names. I don't know where those notes have gone.
No, that's
So
okay.
mad.
I wonder if I
Yeah.
have any. I'm gonna pull up her name. Where is this character?
Where is he?
Where is he?
I remember she was a tiefling,
Yes, she was.
just like me.
In another life.
In
another life.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a little bit more modest.
Tierna.
Irna. Yeah.
Oh, wait, that was the potion seller.
No, yeah, that was the potion seller. That was
Iskander is the tailor.
Iskander. Iskander.
I can send you this.
Yes, please do. I don't know where mine went.
That is not the formatting I expected.
No, but it's pretty great.
Oh yeah,
Yep, Magic Man. Told us the lie. Mildred, completely mundane old lady.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep, definitely, absolutely.
Mildred.
Mildred.
Oh, you have
All
you
these-
even have chorizo in here. Oh my god. Okay.
All these inside jokes. I feel like I'm outside of the club.
Don't worry, we're gonna make our own.
Yannick and
This is
Katya
brand new
is here
adventure.
too. Oh my god. Memories. This is fucking nostalgia. Oh.
This is from a time long past, and we are here to make new memories. You are still a part of the club, Kason.
Yay! I can't. I was gonna say
You
the
can.
fucking.
We'll say, since I have his name,
Woo!
I can hate on the club because I can get in. That's what I was trying to say.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Is
fish.
Iskander
You two are adorable.
is
3. Jeezy did it too. We're all 3 adorable.
I seem to recall
trying to
him
find this.
being a half elf.
He is like too fabulous to be adorable.
So yeah, you want some pants, eh?
Yes,
the-
please.
I swear to
Oh,
God, if your
I,
pants cost 450 gold, I will strangle you.
I start flexing and dancing, and I say, "What do you got for all this?"
Performance
that
check?
Oh my
Bandit.
god.
Performance check.
Yeah, I'm about to be in.
I
How-
start magic Mike dancing. I find a chair.
Oh my god.
Fucking God.
So
I'm starting to
you-
regret to hire this guy.
as you enter Iskander's shop, he sees you, and he is a very thin, half-elven man, very short, blonde hair. He's got some of those like kind of bougie, like small circle glasses. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He's
Elton John glasses?
sort of, yeah. They're not tinted though. They're just
Damn.
and he looks over at you, immediately face palms and goes, "Oh God, not again." So please, if you're going to come in, I do require you to be at least decent. If you need clothing, I will be more than happy to sell you some. But please, man, put something on.
See,
I
and
can't.
that-
That's why I'm here.
yes, that is the problem. For him to have a shirt and shoes and service, we actually require the clothes that you have here.
And pants.
No pants.
Very
Please put
well,
up
very
pants.
well.
You could put on a skirt at least. I don't care.
What are you looking for?
Okay.
Do you want something for everyday use? Would you like something more fancy? Do you need something that is able to withstand travel?
I
Uh,
nervously look back at Sergeant.
He will look up from his journal and says, "We require pantaloons with the only requirement of no ass cheeks." And closes the book.
No.
But yes.
Fine. Whatever it takes to get them clothed. 2 gold.
I don't even barter, I just give him the 2 gold.
And you are outfitted with a very plain set of traveler's clothes. It is sturdy enough to withstand travel, but offers
Okay.
no additional protection.
I do like a high knees thing to test how durable they are
Yep.
or how free flowing they are.
They're well crafted.
Okay. I turn back to the group. How do I look?
I do
I
like
flex.
the little hand thing where you like wave it and you're like, eh.
Yeah, it's probably just a very simple like tunic with belt and a set of trousers and some boots. That's about it. Nothing incredibly fancy, but they are well made and they will.
You
Better
look like
than
you could
being
pass as the
naked.
protagonist of A Legend of Link.
Janira gives
Legend of
you
That's an honor.
Janira gives you a thumbs up and a
That's-
pretty obviously fake smile.
Eh.
That's
I-
two time
I-
travel cameos in one session.
I I don't realize the smile is fake, so I just like fully like smile and like laugh back.
First we'll see his sister do that and like does like the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator smile.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My intelligence is 9, so
You know what you're doing.
I would have personally went for something softer on the skin, but whatever makes you happy. And I pat him on the shoulder.
Not what I thought you were gonna say.
I think we can all... And Kamira's gonna be like, I think we can all agree it's better than seeing his dick.
But it had leaves on it.
That partly covered.
Adequately covered.
I like leaving room for the imagination.
Endowment was never in question.
What a
sir.
big imagination that must
Oh
be.
yeah. Oh my god.
Iskander will say, well, at least you wanted more clothes than the last one. Now, if there's anything
Tell me
else,
about.
let me know.
Who's the last
Otherwise, please be off with you. I've had enough
What?
of naked men.
one. But I like you. We were developing something special.
Sure.
No.
I'm gonna pat him on the back and say, no, you weren't. Let's go.
I push in the chair and then I like wave at him like none of that happened.
My God. Any other preparations that you would like? He is naked because he is
I got
a
a shirt, right?
barbarian.
He is
What?
naked because what?
You have a shirt, trousers, and boots.
Okay, good. Okay, naked because what?
Chat was asking why you were naked.
Oh,
yeah.
oh my god. Why indeed?
Why indeed?
Why indeed?
It's a question I ask
This is
myself
the-
quite often.
Yes.
After hours campaign.
Yeah.
Welcome to D&D After Dark.
After dark.
Hello.
D is for
Insert chime.
Just
For my D. In the cup.
All right.
Alright.
Anyways.
What to prepare for now?
We have potions. Is everybody set on weapons?
I am good.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Burn Toffee OnlyFans inbound. Look, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
The naked man. Let me check for what.
I find a very large volume of weapons.
But
Where did you store that? In your ass?
Okay, well, I wasn't gonna go there, but since you asked,
That's kind
yes.
of reinforcing the point that we were just trying to get away from.
alright. So everybody's good on weapons. I mean, we could check a magical sword, but we're pretty fucking broke.
Oh, he will definitely not be able to afford a magical sword. I'll just tell you that
Yeah,
right
let's
now.
Let's go adventuring. I think we're good.
Alright.
Okay.
Rations, and everyone has
Oh,
rations, food.
I
I
have
have rations.
one ration.
I have one ration as well.
Yeah, I have one day.
We should probably get some rations.
Pulls out one loaf of bread.
Food.
Okay. Let's see here.
Man, look at us being like actual adventurers.
I know.
Yeah.
So
This
one
time
Only
we
thing
don't
we're
have the
missing is an arrow in the
gooseberries.
knee.
True. This time we're not, handicapped, or not handicapped, but whatever, having gooseberries because of a druid.
good old
Sack-
good berries.
Mhm.
Great.
Gooseberries.
One
Good
day
boba.
of rations is 5 silver. So however many of those you would like, there are 5 silver. It's
How many silvers to a gold?
10. So for 2 days is a gold.
2 days is a
Hmm.
gold?
While you decide that, I will be right back.
He didn't tell us how long this journey might be.
He did
Oh.
I
not.
did not.
To be
But-
fair, he's not sure.
True.
Weren't
Ugh.
we supposed to be teleported as
We
Yeah,
will
and we're
be
teleported, so
teleported.
that'll help with travel for sure.
I say at least 5 days of rations will do.
well,
Sounds
we
good.
must be equipped to have the most lavish feasts. Otherwise I will be very disappointed.
Well,
Ah yes, ration. Bread will serve as a guide. Let's see here. 1 gold for 2 days. Guys, you make this math hard.
Oh, 2 days. So
For each
4
doing
days. We
5 or
all
what?
have one, so we just need 4 each. That'll
That's
be 5 days.
24.
10
Rations
24
one-day
gold?
rations.
For 12 gold.
12 gold for 6 meals? No, that's 12
Four-
meals, right?
4 each for 6 people. 4 meals for 6 people each.
We have water. We have food. Torches. Does any?
Do I have a torch? I have
Alright.
10.
What do y'all use for weapons?
My soul.
I have 300 feet of dark vision.
That's
No need torches.
20 pieces. What
I
weapon
have
do you use?
hand axes, javelins, and a great axe.
Where were you stored? Okay.
Let's
Do-
just
do
say,
you
so I had a backpack, so they were just in a backpack wherever I
Okay.
left it outside of the tavern. Or in the tavern.
I can imagine like someone who goes to raves who's like very like dressed for the occasion. They've got like they're very scantily clad, but you know they got a small backpack that just stores like a great axe or something.
Yep. Yep, that's pretty much
And
how I
my
would say
axe.
this.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
my ass.
All right, I'm back.
And then
I have a
Tuesday, you
bow.
don't need any. Do you need any arrows, or are you good on that?
I have arrows. Are we considering them consumable in this?
No. I generally expect that you're able to pick up after
Okay.
fights.
Then
so.
then maybe you can add it to the funds and say that you bought arrows enough to last until we come back to town again.
All right.
So
12 gold for food for the whole party.
20 arrows is a gold. So
3 gold. We'll
Topher,
go
was
to arrows.
Iskander the merchant that I fucked with thaumaturgy?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Honestly, it might have been.
I think it was. I like made the windows move or something. Or the blinds.
All right. Everybody gets
It may have been.
Because I
four.
was
don't
with
remember.
Snuggles. I don't know. Something like that.
Everybody gets 4 more charges of rations per day. GZ gets 60 arrows, and we are left with 433 gold.
Okay. Any
And that
further
is it for our
preparations?
preparations.
All right.
That is it.
So, still a little bit of time going back and forth between the different merchants, and soon you meet Varden back at his cart.
I feel like I
Says-
was doing the Tenya Ida, like chopping motion
yeah.
towards Temeki for scaring people off with his nakedness.
hmm The first thing he says is, "Oh, good, you got some clothes. Great, I'm happy for you. Anyway, I've
We're happy
secured
too.
I've secured us passage into Argenti so that we can meet Netta. Whenever you're ready, she is ready to teleport you to your destination."
We have made the proper preparations. As pretty much as best as we can.
Well, and all of you are taken Regio Flumen up to bridge leading into Argenti, and you are led across. There are guards there and a gate that keeps most people from being able to enter. When the guards see Barden coming, they nod their heads at him as if he is expected and open the gates for all. Traveling through the Regio Argenti is much different than traveling through the Regio Flumen. All of the houses here are grand affairs, more mansions or manors, houses and the various shops and things that you saw. Very, very fancy. Lots of guards out as well, some of which give you sidelong glances as you pass, but otherwise do not hinder you travel. In relatively short order, though, you find yourself approaching a large ivory tower. Now, as Barden kind of walks up to the door. He goes to knock and then stops himself and turns and says, just a word of warning. Don't mention anything about her face, okay? I'd like to talk about it.
I nod.
He knocks on the door, and the doorway simply opens, revealing a staircase inside leading. Well, as personable as ever. Everyone, let's go inside. You ascend the tower, and once you get to the top, it opens up, much like Barden's cart, into a space much larger than it ought to be. And inside, everything is decorated in blues and blacks and purples. There are numerous chandeliers lighting the room, and there are bookshelves and a place set aside for to be desks for study, or just various cushions and things to sit upon while standing over in a corner of the room, however, next to a large stone circle set into the floor, is a woman who appears to be human, but as she turns to greet all of you, you notice that half of her face seems to be covered in dragon scales. Very nice, light bluish color. She herself is wearing some fancy robes of a similar color, along with a large, wide-brimmed hat that sits upon her head. She turns to you all and smiles and says, Barden, darling, it has been too long. Hello, Donetta. Thank you for letting us in, and for allowing us to use your teleportation circle. You greatly appreciate it. Poor Starling, what are friends for? Are these your new charges? Something like that. Everyone, this is Donetta. She is the resident city wizard.
Oh, whoops! I thought I was muted for that.
What were you muted for?
I meant to mute and cough, but
Oh, that's right.
I will wave and say hello.
It's a pleasure.
Indeed, it is. She'll kind of greet you all with a small bow of her head. Let me know whenever you're ready, and I will send you on your way.
I suppose I am ready, sister. For whatever may come.
Here we go back home.
As the young ones say, woo.
Oh, you must be terribly fun at parties. All right, everyone, step into the stone circle.
Peppers gives her the.
She
I pat
pays
Pepper
you
on
no
the
mind.
back and be like, I mean, look at him. We love this guy. He gave me clothes.
He's
my
definitely
God.
something.
I see you are all individuals of good humor. Let us depart.
She shoots Barden a look, and Barden just shrugs. She goes, all right, everyone clasp hands, and I do hope none of you have eaten this morning.
What?
Fare thee well, and she begins to chant and the stones begin to glow around you, and all of you feel this incredibly discomforting sensation of being jerked through time and space, almost as if you've ever been on a roller coaster when you hit that hill and it starts going down, like this sharp tug in your guts.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, I love this feeling.
For
Okay,
those
so
of you who live in this world, this is not a sensation that you feel very often. So, as you are all transported through time and space, I need you all to make me Constitution.
Oh fuck!
Yuck.
Oh. Bleh,
All right.
bleh.
Oh,
Nice.
Janira.
Nice.
Constitution saving throws. I haven't had to do it like this before. Hold on.
Yeah, how do I do this?
So, open up your character sheet.
Normal?
Click on
Mhm.
Constitution. There you go.
Constitution.
Okay. Okay, I did it.
Ember, you're
Just click
okay.
Constitution.
Temeki, you're okay.
Yeah, and it'll say saving throw.
Yeah, Constitution, you click saving throw, and then normal.
Mira, you are okay.
So
Yeah.
for I guess some things
Idan,
never
you're
change.
okay. Yeah. Yep. We're Carson. I think. Oh, Sergeant Pepper is the brother and sister.
We should be the.
Yep.
We should
It's
be
been a
good
while.
for now.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
it's been a while.
So the temperature in Faventium is rather cool this time of year. It's right about the time of Harvest Festival. So the fall weather is beginning to set in. Temperature is cooling down. So the very first thing you notice when you arrive at your destination is the heat. It's very dry and bright outside. As you realize, indeed, you are outside. It's about this time that it catches up to the two siblings, and you have to step aside to retch as the the teleportation
Bleh.
magic takes its toll upon your innards. It's never a pleasant feeling until you get used to it.
I'm gonna need more pastries.
Peppers will wipe his mouth. Pastry should be the last thing on your mind.
But I'm hungry again now.
You're not hungry, just merely empty stomached. Stomached?
That
Stomach.
sounds like
Stomached.
hungry.
Whatever fools you into saving money, sister.
You find yourselves standing on what looks to be a grassland plain. You are standing in what appears to be some sort of makeshift teleportation circle, sitting underneath a tree. Although it's a tree that many of you may not be used to seeing, those of you who may not have traveled the world as much. Can't remember the name of it, but it's the kind of trees that you would see in Africa. Find yourselves in a savanna.
Is it hot?
It is quite warm and dry. Wind kind of blows across the plains. You see the tall yellow grass in all directions of you.
Acacias.
And
Yeah.
you can see, looking around in the distance, what appears to be some sort of civilization.
Hmm.
Smoke from fires, nothing like burning, but the standard kind of affair that you would see in villages. A large central fire.
Start
Yes.
walking towards the village.
Yep, exactly. Like one of those. Easy.
Nice.
You
And
start-
away we go.
But yeah, I started walking towards the village once we saw it.
You start towards the village. It's a good distance away. It's probably going to take you maybe not the majority of the rest of the day, but a good several hours to get. So, While you're on the way, who wants to roll a percentile die?
Oh, what?
Percentile die.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Do it,
Yeah.
GZ.
It's /roll space 1d100.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
Which one of you's Dirty Dan?
Mhm.
30 Dan.
Dirty 30.
With a big iron on his hip.
How big though?
As you begin
Big.
walking, you find a dirt path that seems to be leading towards the village. Barely wide enough for a cart. So it does seem that supplies have come through this way every so often, but this is by no means an established road that you would be seeing in, say, Fire. The grass around you is tall, obscuring most of your vision of the rolling plains all around you. But you can tell as you're walking that you're certainly not alone out here. There's certainly wildlife of some description roaming about outside of your view within the tall grass. Nothing seems to come your way, nothing seems to be stalking you, but you are very much aware that there is definitely life in this plane.
Can I take a second to magic up my item?
You can.
Okay, I'm going to what's the word for it? I want to be grammatically correct.
Is it your
I'm gonna
infusion?
enhance my weapon. Is that how did we say we were gonna do it? It's gonna make it where it's a repeating shot. Do I need to enhance it and then do the repeating shot, or do I just need to do the repeating shot?
It is
It's
your bracelet.
Yeah, it's my bracelet. So do I need to make it, or is it already here?
You have your bracelet on. You just have to apply your magic to it.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna essentially apply my repeating shot to my bracelet. So I'm
Can
just
I
gonna
look
magically
Go ahead.
wave my hand over my wrist, and that'll be about it.
Yeah.
Unless it's something else magical.
It takes
What is it?
it takes I think a minute or so of concentration on it. But other than that,
What does that look like? Is that like Doctor Strange levels of like?
So you know how Wanda, whenever she has she does her magic and her hands glow red.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna have my hands grow. Not the one that I have my gauntlets on. So imagine my gauntlets as like the Assassin's Creed gauntlets, where it's like a dagger coming out of and you can shiv somebody. So that's my gauntlet, and then so my other hand, I'm gonna it's gonna be glowy, but it's gonna be gold. It's not gonna be red, and I'm gonna be doing that for like a good couple minutes over my wrist.
yeah. So it's basically set up in such a way that if she moves her arm in a certain motion, it drops a dagger from the bracelet into her, or from the gauntlet into her hand.
Ooh. I
That's
go up to you
cool.
and start looking. That looks cool.
I'm gonna do like a little eyebrow motion
Ooh.
as I'm doing it.
I want to tap Peppers on the shoulder and use Vigilant Blessing. Give him advantage on his next initiative roll.
If that is the case,
Did I use that? I don't know how many uses I had. I think I can just do that whenever I want.
maybe I'm not too sure. But if we are prepping for anything, I will go ahead and poke the not so naked man, the rogue, and Kia Dan.
Ranger. But yes,
The wronger.
is there something?
Yes, you are all blessed.
Uh,
And there is what the blessed do.
T4 that you can add to checks, as long as it is,
There we go.
which it is only active for a minute.
All right. I really just wanted to throw holy water at y'all.
Yeah, I was about to
Thanks,
say, I
I
look
was-
around. Go ahead, Jeezy.
It's like I was starting to overheat. I wasn't dressed for the occasion. Thank you
Yeah.
for.
It is quite warm here, and there is no rivers or any water source in sight.
Yeah. I look around and wonder why everybody's getting ready to fight.
Found it.
Can I like? You said like the grass was pretty tall. Can I try to detect any things around us that might be harmful or?
Yeah, it just felt like it was 5 o'clock, man. Just had to
Yeah.
like start throwing out the buffs for no
The
reason.
music kind of got tense and like inquisitive and obscure too. Yeah, it's like
You yeah, you can certainly maybe kind of poke your head in and see, or maybe you can, there's more of those trees lining the path, so you can maybe climb up one and see what's out there.
Ooh.
yeah, I'll do that. I'll climb up and take a look around.
Okay, make me first a perception check. See what you see with elf eyes.
So
Legolas, what do your elf eyes see?
Perception normal.
Yep.
Huh.
Well,
We're at the top of a tree though.
yeah.
Could I call my broom and lift him up higher to maybe give him advantage?
You can, yes.
I will do that. I will snap my fingers and then a broom will magically fly from my back underneath to you.
Mira's
So
impressed with the teamwork.
Should I roll
Oh.
roll again with normal and just take the higher of the two?
Yes.
Oh,
There we go.
Ugh.
let me give consent first.
Okay.
I
So,
just
there's a
gonna
couple
pass
of
up the-
things you notice. There's a couple of things that you notice as you float above the tree and start looking at the plains beneath. There is certainly wildlife going here and thereabouts within the grass. You see a small herd of what looks to be like, I don't think your character would have much knowledge of these particular kinds of creatures, but they look like horses, except slightly smaller, and they are covered in black and white stripes.
Hmm.
You also
Devious,
see
I bet.
stalking them what appears to be a small pack of large feline of some kind.
Oh no.
You see life taking its natural course, basically, about you. You also see, now that you're getting a little bit closer to the village, you see where that grass has been kind of flattened and pushed down, and beyond that, in a wide range of land between where the grass stops and where the village starts, it almost seems to be neatly arranged and regimented. Looks like farmland. Although what they are growing, you cannot quite tell.
Okay. I will motion to Ember to kind of like point toward the ground, like take me down.
I will do so.
Get me the
I
fuck
saw-
down.
I saw the most incredible thing. It seemed to be one bestial pack of creatures, almost as if they ran through houses of ink, being
What?
stalked by another group of creatures. If only someone with a specific dialect could describe this poetry in motion, slow
Well-
motion.
Would Peppers and I know what these are?
Probably not. You may have traveled through this land
Okay.
from Remnant, because this is so where you are on the map. is you have Oberon, and then north of Oberon you have either the ocean or the Mana Wastes, and then
Yeah.
north of that you have Sahur, the desert,
Mhm.
and north of that you have the Beastlands, which acts as kind of a buffer zone between the desert and colder, wetter northern parts that become remnant and
Okay.
Did-
However, I don't feel that we're in any danger.
How far off did they look?
Far enough away that if they began to run, you would probably feel the ground shake, but
Okay.
not close enough
What?
to pose danger.
However, we are close to the town. I could see some prepared farmland. So I don't think we're too far off.
I'll continue on towards the farmland.
It's probably been way past a minute at this point, so
Yes,
less
definitely.
is more enough.
Yeah.
As you begin to approach where the farmland begins, said everything is now kind of laid out, and you can see for quite some ways in either direction. See a little bit more clearly the village ahead of you. You start to notice figures in the distance that seem to be working these fields. But as you approach, they begin to notice you as well, and they all start to beeline their way back towards.
Oh, they start like running?
Yes.
Oh no. That's not good. Wonder what they're running from. I
Yeah,
say that,
Those
but
aren't
in
the
less
creatures
happy.
I saw before.
I guess we gotta continue going, but they're clearly scared of something.
Mhm. An individual
probably
with
see-
scouting abilities would be quite handy. If not, then we shall go in blind but ready for battle.
Scouting? Am I good at scouting?
You're good at being sneaky. The only problem here is that not exactly any cover between you and the village, which now, as you're getting closer, you can see the village is actually walled off.
Oh wow.
They have
I'm guessing it's like
they have built a
midday,
wooden
if not a
palisade
little bit after.
around the entire outskirt of the. It's now probably getting to be about maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, starting to get towards evening.
Well, I guess we just continue going forward.
Yeah, they definitely couldn't be scared of the half-naked giant man in our group.
I pull out a spear.
Oh my
No, wait, just
God.
kidding. I pull out my great axe. Because that's
You
what's
should
equipped.
probably
where-
put that away.
Where did you keep that? Never mind.
It's always been a part of me, just like I am a part of you
Oh
right
my.
Whoa.
Oh my.
now.
Please don't be a
Oh
part of me.
my.
You
Alright.
should put that back where it came from. They seem scared of us, and we don't want to pose a threat because we're just here for some information. So you should put that back, and I will close my eyes because I don't know where you're going to put it.
I
And then I will
squint and
continue
then
on.
gently sheath my weapon wherever it goes.
Right.
Gently.
Firmly grasp it.
Firmly
Firmly
grasp
grasp it.
Firmly. Oh.
Right. You all begin to approach the walled palisade of the village as the sun begins to start setting low. And as you get within sights of the gateway leading into the village, it begins to open, and you see what is effectively just a wall of individuals marching out toward
Oh, Lord.
just a little ways past the gate, and you see they all level weapons at you.
What are they wearing?
From this distance, it looks to be that most of them are just wearing simple attire. Some of them seem to have hastily put on some old armor.
They might just be villagers, you guys.
Most of their weapons are either very simple spears or farming.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want to hurt them. That's not something that we want to do. I
The
look
two
around at the
mercenaries-
group. Go ahead.
The two mercenaries must have also came the same direction. Maybe we can just explain why
Yeah.
we're passing through here.
Definitely, and I'm as I agree, I'm looking around and say, someone who is friendly, go talk, because I am not much of a people person.
Friendly
point
is a
at-
word. Pragmatic is what I prefer.
All right, and then I like gestured to him to go forward. Seems like we have a winner.
And I say, I'll go with him.
I will
I'll
go
nod.
ahead and walk into a nice, close distance. Hands behind my back.
As you get closer, you do realize most of them it look to be, at least in dress, simple villagers. However, you notice that none of them are human. They are all hobgoblins. They are
Hobgoblins, good.
slightly taller than humanoid. They fall within the goblinoid family. Orcs,
Excuse me.
goblins, trolls.
Well, being from Remnant, I know exactly how to deal with these people.
Oh, yes. So
Lucky us.
as you would know, Remnant was fairly recently, within the last few years, embroiled in quite the war with a massive hobgoblin army.
All right.
As you approach, one of their number kind of steps forth. This one seems to be wielding a little bit more armor, and he has a sword buckled at his hip, which he has not drawn. He's simply resting his hand on.
I will stop about a good 60 feet from the line and set my coffin down beside me. And wait.
What is your business here?
I'll be standing next to him with my arms crossed.
So I have Kadon and Janissa next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I will say quite loudly. Villagers of this town, we are simply traveling through. Guessing from the armaments, you have met some ill fate of some kind.
We like to consider ourselves prepared. All. And travelers, you seem to be pretty well armed.
We are travelers and we are armed, yet we are not here to fight. You are not our quarry.
And what is your business here? No one
Our
just passes through. Everyone has a destination.
Our destination is to look for two individuals of both a dragonborn and a human. In assessing you individuals, you are all hobgoblins, I'm sure.
He kind of looks over you and then looks over his shoulder and raises a hand and kind of does like a settle down kind of motion. The villagers behind him kind of straighten up, pull their weapons up, and to filter back inside. He turns to the rest of you and says, "Come. The elder will know of what you speak."
Well then, I will my coffin back onto my shoulders and
Keep,
I will.
keep your weapons sheathed. They are watching.
Oh yeah. Do not worry as to what is inside the coffin. And then I will signal the rest of the team to come forth.
We're gonna go
Alright.
forward.
As you are all led into the actual village proper, you notice inside the walls, it doesn't really look like a village at all. Sergeant Peppers, you have somewhat of a military background. This looks to be like a repurposed field camp for an army. Everything is very well regimented. It doesn't have like the organic feel of a village that has kind of grown up from one building to another. Everything is kind of laid in a certain place and within the same kind of like confines based on its purpose. Very neat and orderly for a village.
So it's more like a camp.
Well, you get the
a big
sensation
one.
that these are all soldiers, and they built this place in the way that they knew how.
Hmm.
As you travel through the village, you see plenty of the hobgoblins watching you warily, but they do not impede your progress as the person of rank is to the village elder.
Are there any women and children?
There are some women and children running around. Some of the braver children kind of come up a little closer and just kind of look you all over as you pass.
Oh, hold out one of my rations at him.
He'll kind of slowly reach for it and from you and smile, and then he runs off to join his mother.
No.
Inside the central building within the middle of the village is where this guy is taking you. Inside, it's less of a building, more a large tent. And he pops his head in, says something too muffled for you all to hear, and then pulls his head back out and opens the flap for
I'll do so.
Follow.
Yep. Follow behind.
Follow.
Sitting in the center of the room in a simple chair is figure dressed in a plain white robe and a wooden mask over his face. He says, "Welcome. Please come in. Make yourselves comfy. I apologize for the caution that we have shown, but it is all we know."
I will set my coffin down lengthwise and sit down on it in front of him.
I will say, you've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
I suppose one might say that. Kind of like he slightly adjusts the mask on his face. You may call me Acrius. I am the acting elder of this village.
And village is quite a way to call what seems to be a encampment of some kind. It is not our business as to what it is that you are doing per se. But we do wish to know if you have seen or heard of a dragonborn and a human pair.
I have. They too took up residence here for a short time to rest before traveling onwards. However, I told them the same thing I am going to tell you. There is a cave nearby that has become home to dissidents, cultists, violent individuals bent on destroying everything that we have built here. And once he learned of whom they serve, he and his human friend departed for that cave. This was nearly a week ago. I have not seen nor heard of them since.
I see, and you have sent no scouting parties to that said cave since then.
No, It is too dangerous.
Hmm.
My men no longer wish to fight.
Has this individual sent raiding parties on your village?
Every now and again, they'll attack the walls.
What, pray tell, did he send? Fiends, demons, men?
They are, or were, us. That is to say, they have not been changed in any way, but they hold a different philosophy on how to move forward.
And these brethren of yours, do they seem of same mind, or do they feel to be not there in the present, as if they are brainwashed?
They are lost. Their minds are their own, but they have simply made what I consider to be the wrong choice.
Hmm. A promise of wealth, status, or power?
No. The promise of what comes after.
You mean to tell me that these individuals throw their lives away for the sake of heaven?
Many have before in the past. My kind doubly so.
I see. Do you have a scout you could spare us to lead us into the direction of the cave? He not lead us in, but to show us where.
Lanius came. He is the one who led you here.
I see.
For now, you are free to stay. We have some housing available. As long as you do not make any trouble, there will not be any trouble. Not be harmed.
I see. How far away is this cave?
It is perhaps 2 days' travel northeast.
Shit.
You just gave away one of your rations.
It's all a part of the plan, dearie. It's all a part of the plan. Northeast, you said?
Northeast.
I see. Any landmarks of some kind to help steer us there?
It is at the base of the mountains. You will not be able to miss it.
I see. And how many of your brethren have been turned?
It is a small war party. Maybe 30. Less.
I see. Now,
But they are well trained. They are veterans. They will not go without a fight.
in seeing as these are your brethren, do you wish us to treat them as your own or as traitors?
They have made their choice. They must deal with the consequences.
How's rude. Alright. Give me a moment to converse with my party. We will give you our decision as to our next steps.
Very well.
I will usher everybody outside of the tent.
I follow.
Yeah, I do too.
Mhm.
I'll follow and I'll make sure no one's listening in on the conversation.
Acrius will remain in his chair.
What
Okay.
about the party that opened the person that opened the tent for us? Are they still at the?
He is standing next to the tent, but if you indicate that you need some space, he will.
He's not.
Actually,
Okay.
he will go inside to speak with Acrius.
Okay.
And he said the person who's the scout who will lead us is who?
Lanius.
Is
How do you spell that?
L-A.
Do we did we actually meet with Lanius? Who
Yes,
led us?
It was Lanius who led us into this village, straight to the Elder.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the captain or lieutenant who
Oh yeah, that's why I
approached and
stepped away.
spoke you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any opinions on the situation?
well, our men was obviously going. They were always obviously going that way, and they're either dead or cooped up there. I'm probably assuming dead since these hobgoblins. Hobgoblins? Is that correct? Is that a
Hobgoblins.
Yes, they are.
mistake?
Yeah.
They are
Okay.
hobgoblins.
The hobgoblins are fighting for no reason, so I don't expect our men to be alive, but our key's there. So we have to go that way anyways. It's up to you guys if you want to do anything else that may
I'll
help
agree.
this town.
I'll agree with Chimera. I don't think we have any other choice but to simply pass through at this point.
I
We're
see.
already here. We've already
There-
spoken with them.
There is shelter here. We will risk 2 nights out on the road
Oh,
if
we
we were
should
to head
definitely
out
stay
now.
here. We should definitely stay here, and then upon the next day, we should definitely go. But that's a 2-day travel.
Sister,
That sounds like the place we need to go to, so let's rest and head out in the morning.
I see. All right.
Sergeant Pepper, you seem to be abreast of these affairs. How do you feel against the numbers that he suggested? Should we speak to the townspeople to help us out, or do you think just among us we should be able to take care of the situation if anything arises?
For me to convince individuals who do not wish to fight no more will be a bit of a task. The chief has stated that the men no longer wish to fight, and they are purely on the defensive and wish to be left alone to their own devices. For me to convince them, I will have to come up with something, but I believe I should try regardless.
I agree. Do you not think they will blindly follow his faith?
Hmm. There is a possibility. I do recommend that we arrive at the time of the night. We do have a shifty one, 2 shifty people among us who could do scouting to see if there are any short incursions that we can partake in. But
Well,
30 hobgoblins is nothing to sniff at.
I agree. And I trust you, and I will do anything you ask of me.
Man, aren't you guys just such nice party members? Okay,
Mhm.
I'll go
I
ahead and head back into
lean
the
in
tent.
and whisper, do we
And
knock
here
them out?
comes. Oh
What?
God.
Do
What
we
was
knock
that?
any of them out? What do we
No,
do?
none of these
When do
people
I
here.
club them?
None of these people here, good sir. These are amicable hobgoblins.
You must
thought-
save your anger for later, Telemachus. Now is not the time.
Telemachus is too mechy.
Telemachus, I like that though.
Telemachus.
It's a thing. I'll send it to you.
That's adorable, though. I like it.
I thought you
You've seen the
retired from
Odyssey?
being a soldier. I smugly look.
Old
At
habits
this.
die hard, I suppose. We are adventurers, right? Is that what we call ourselves now?
I guess so.
Perhaps we should think of a name to keep the morale up.
Perhaps we should share each other's names.
Well, as you all know, I am Sergeant Peppers. Amongst my peers, I am simply Peppers.
Samira.
I'm Janira.
Ember.
I'm Temeki. And also hungry.
You can call me Kidan.
There we go.
You can call me anytime. Winks.
No.
Call me Al.
Man,
Man,
Jeezy, your character, if they kill a lot of people, we'll just call you KD from now on.
Oh
work.
my God.
That'll work. You can keep the record in tack marks upon my armor.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
All right, Topher, I'll go ahead and head back into the tent.
And I will follow.
Acrius and Lanius are speaking, but they both turn to you as you enter. Have you made your decision?
Yes, good sir. The decision is to stay here for the night, rest up, and make our way towards that said cavern. Now, this individual who leads your people, who, pray tell, is it? Do you know of them?
He was one of my most trusted lieutenants. We fought, but since then he has chosen to remain fighting, while I have taken our people to a more peaceful line of
What is his name?
Cassis.
Cassus?
Yep.
Now, our party has decided for what we are paid to do is to look for those said individuals. And seeing as how you have, holy shit, Topher, can I insight check to like make sure that what he was saying about our two people going there, was that true?
You can certainly try.
24.
24. Well, he's a little hard to read with the mask, but his body language seems to indicate that he is being open. He has no lie. He is not attempting to do so.
I see. Can you describe these two individuals to me?
Yes, it is a pair, a dragonborn and a human. Dragonborn is quite large, golden scales. The human is a talkative one, but pretty standard. He has a metal arm, a crossbow.
Double
Ow.
takes.
Yep. I mean, like, he literally is like reading from my notes, which kind of scares me.
Oh no.
Now the hard question.
Acreus would like access to your sticky notes. Do you accept?
You can just read your mind, it's fine.
Hmm?
Maybe,
We may never
perhaps.
know.
Yeah.
So, and there are no individuals willing to help snuff out the problem at that said mountain.
No. If you go in there to fight, you do it on your own.
I see. Yet they will continue to send raiding parties to this said village until they are done for.
Perhaps. And if that is
Well,
how we must meet in battle, that is how we will do it. But I will not go seek out battle if to.
Right, but the battle is indeed coming to your door. Would it be pertinent to use this opportunity to leverage your resources for a greater outcome? As a leader, that should be in your best interest.
He makes a sort of dismissive gesture with his hands, and he says, "Our walls are strong, and if we must defend the village, we will. We have greater numbers. They cannot take it."
Indeed you do. Yet your food is on the inside of these walls or outside.
I quickly kind of interject and say, we will treat them as our own.
Sits there and thinks.
You may guard the people within these walls, but how long until they starve? How easy would it be to burn these fields?
Do not speak to me of strategy. I guarantee I have spent many, many more seasons in have. However, I know the capabilities of my men and of my fortifications. I will not give any orders for them to join you in an attack. However, you can convince some of them to go with you, I will stop you.
I see.
They have
I'll
long
look-
since had their choice to fight revoked from them. I will not take that away.
I see. I appreciate the gesture. I'll look towards Lanius. Will you be ready tomorrow to lead us to that said mountain?
He nods curtly. First light.
At first light, do you know of any individuals pertaining to this specific cause that would be able to help us?
I can ask around. I make no promises.
I see. And where will we be staying tonight?
Follow me. I will show you to your court.
Oh, pick up the fucking coffin again.
He shows you to a set of, can really only be described as old barracks buildings. Some are still occupied, but there are plenty of extra beds for you to spend the night.
Okay. I will turn back to the team. We pretty much have until tonight to try pretty much anyone who is willing to fight for us. Typically men of strong arms look for fire in their eyes, and they will probably be ready to assist us. If that is the case, you can bring them to me, or I to them. Does not matter. Lanius,
He gestures that he is being attentive.
do you happen to have the layout of that said mountain? Entrances, points of interest?
We know of the entrance, but we do not know of anything beyond.
Is it a simple mouth within the cave?
As far as we can tell, from the outside, yes.
I see. Well guarded, I presume.
Most of the time. We can assume, yes, it is guarded at all times. The few iron shadows that we had went with.
You happen to have, or are there any trees or forests nearby?
Not close to the mouth.
Wonderful. It's literally starting to look like an all-out assault straight into the front of the cave. Wonderful. All right, let's go take a look around and grab some people.
Okay. So you want to spend some time trying to gather up soldiers to go with you.
Correct.
Can I stay in the tent and set up an alarm for us?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna go with you guys.
Yeah, I think I would definitely be interested in trying to recruit other members.
Okay.
Mhm.
Those
I-
of you who
I-
are going recruiting, I want you to make me some persuasion checks. We're gonna start with 2.
Before this, can I kind of pull Pepper aside real quick?
Of course.
And I suggest that, let's say, Pepper, I think the village has maybe seen enough bloodshed, even against people of their own kind. Maybe we could keep them at our flanks to prevent any sort of ambushes, and maybe ensure they are proficient in ranged combat while we take the brunt of the attack and keep them safe. This might help us create a reputation with the village elder, and also ensure that we can keep the village safe when we make our advance. What do you think?
I believe that to be a very sound strategy. Kadon, do you have military experience?
I do not, but I find myself an avid hunter, and I would be willing to train as quickly as we could anyone who needs attention to their aim or their ability to make decisive strikes.
Unfortunately,
With all
we
due
don't.
respect, Lanius will kind of pipe up. All of us here are trained soldiers. None of us have forgotten. We just
Yeah.
choose not to.
In a day would be difficult to train regardless, but I do appreciate the candor. For now, we only need able-bodied and ready and willing. Those are the only parameters we are looking for. And we shall add your suggestion, which is ranged preference.
Yeah. Nevertheless, I'm sure their heart will be in the battle. And that is the least that we could accept from them.
Very well. All right. So you were requesting 2 persuasion rolls on this, right?
Yep. Anyone who is actively going out trying to convince people to join, it's going to be start you off with 2.
14, 23.
Sure. Should I just do normal?
Twice.
Twice?
Roll 2 normal checks. Yep. Mira.
Don't worry, everybody. As soon as we start fighting, you're all going to be amazing.
I know I will.
I'm the greatest.
You guys are short
Yeah,
selling
I'm sure a
yourselves.
certain half-naked individual will be as well.
Yes.
Oh, Lester, just like flex those pecs.
I am.
Sergeant Peppers, you were able to get enough people together, a small scouting squad of 5 to go along with you.
Very nice.
Very well. 5 is wonderful. I'm about to crack open the second bottle of wine.
Very
Lester,
nice.
Their
where are you
purses.
wanting to go to?
Go where?
To persuade people?
I already did and rolled my
Uh,
persuasion. It was 10.
It's
Oh.
private and it's also they ask for 2.
Oh.
Yeah, you rolled privately, so I actually can't.
Oh, whoops. I accidentally clicked that. Okay, let's roll persuasion. Persuasion.
You have
Okay.
a +2 to persuasion, my dude?
You're able to get another pair to come with you. So 7 in total.
Damn. Yeah, man, those pecs don't lie. And then I believe Ember's inside the tent doing her own thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ember and I stayed back.
Okay. So that's 5, 6, 7?
Yep.
7 for the scouting party?
Mhm.
Alright, cool.
Sure, it may not be required, but I would be offered to share my supplies with the 7 that joined in if they need any assistance.
They're able to bring some of their own supplies. Not all of them have full sets of armor, but they're able to scavenge decent weapons for themselves.
And
Am I able
then-
to perceive any advancements that they have that I may not be equipped for?
What do you mean by advancements? Like technologically speaking?
Maybe not technologically, but like they know what they're fighting. Like they obviously have been prepared for this.
Yes.
Yet this is my first foray in it.
Yes. So they seem to orient themselves in a loose battle line. As they're all lightly equipped, they'll act as skirmishers in a battle. So they have some javelins, they have spears, and they have shields.
Okay.
They also have, for final backup, is they all have daggers on. They are
Okay.
lightly armored.
And will you be joining us for the foray?
I will be there to keep the men going with you alive as much as possible.
Okay.
I understand how they think and how they will want to. Leave their command to me.
So we have a total of 8 hobgoblins assisting us for this. Wow. That's
1
more than I.
captain, 7 regular.
Very nice. All right, that will be it for our today's tasks.
So while they were gone, did they bring their weapons with them?
I assume they have kept their weapons on them unless they wanted to drop them off inside the tent.
Well, I was gonna, whenever they get back, whether or not, I want to infuse some of their weapons, or at least one, because I can do one more.
I think, yeah, you can do one more, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Whose weapon are you infusing and what kind of...
Let's see. It depends. So who has armor on currently? Or wielding a shield? I know someone who has a shield.
Oh, don't touch my coffin.
Even if I enhance your defense just a little bit?
I'm required to say don't touch my coffin.
I have a shield.
You have a shield? All
Yeah.
right. Well, which one of you wants it? I can do 2 more tomorrow. I'll go
Do
ahead
I
and
have a
I'm good.
shield?
I don't know what you have.
You probably do.
You-
I
Okay,
have
I
a
don't-
great axe.
You can
I don't
use
think
one,
you have-
but...
Yeah, no.
What does your infusion do?
So I can do several things. I can enhance a weapon, so I can magically grant this magic weapon grants a +1 bonus attack to damage rolls with it. I can enhance defense, which is I can gain +1 to armor or shield in defense, +1 bonus to armor class while wearing armor or shield. And then it says Mind Sharpener. It says whenever the creature fails a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration, it can use its thing. But I don't know how that works in infusing.
Do you want advantage on? Do you have a lot of concentration, ZB?
No.
So
I
do I
have one.
basically infuse the person, Topher? Because that doesn't say a weapon or anything.
Which one is it again? I'm sorry.
Mind Sharpener.
Yeah, it seems like it's
So does
some sort of
Okay.
equipment.
Okay, I got you. So yeah, that is what I can do. And then I have the ability for a repeating shot, which is what I did to my I don't even know what I want to call it. My dagger gauntlet. It allows me to bonus attack with it. So I just have like infinite daggers essentially. So pick your poison. Whoever wants some, I can do 2 more tomorrow.
I'll take a +1 to my AC.
Okay. But I have to touch your coffin. I don't know if my thing picked up, but I whispered I will back. Okay. I'm
Go
going
first
to
time, so I'll be gentle.
Yes, I will.
Does my
So
character
hands...
overhear any of that?
Yes, I said it to everybody in the tent
I need an
whenever
adult.
you guys came back.
I
He
am
gets
an
excited.
adult.
Noticeably excited.
So yeah, my hand starts glowing again like Wanda Maximoff. And I just gently put my finger on your coffin. Just one finger. Out of respect.
You hear from the coffin.
I am going to choose to ignore it. Also, fun fact, you guys, any weapons that I infuse, they will always be infused until I die.
Oh.
Until you die.
Until I die.
Yay for
Like of
artificers.
like of old
Yay!
age.
As in, like-
Any
For
way
any
I
reason.
die. hmm
Okay, so if you hit 0 HP and
It depends
Like-
on how Topher works it. Like, so if I go 0 HP and I'm knocked down, and I get myself back up, I'm not dead.
I assume you have to die.
I'm like
Die.
dead. Yeah, like Gudos dead.
Oh
Like
shit.
Yeah.
GG,
Yeah.
no RE.
GG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
GG, no re.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. sauce. Just go ahead and details AC of 3 now.
Nice. And fun fact, once I hit 10th level, it increases to +2.
Woo.
Woo!
I now have an AC of 18, and if I concentrate really hard, I can get an AC of 20.
Nice. Nice. Holy shit. You thick. Kaysen says, not Kamira. Kamira also thinks so. Very strong.
Cries in -1 strength. Anywho,
Scenario stronger than you.
yeah.
But yeah,
Thank you.
I am good for the night, and I tell everybody I can get everybody some sort of buff 2 times a day. So there's plenty to go around. And then I'm gonna like lay in my bed and then cover myself and go to bed. With people around not caring.
All right.
All right.
So, you're all able to rest up for the evening.
Log roast.
And at first light, Lanius comes to get you, along with the soldiers you have recruited to your cause.
I need to take a long rest.
Do it.
IRL.
Oh, IRL.
Yeah, I know it's getting pretty late for you guys. We'll I want to get us to a certain point, and then we'll back up there next time.
Okay, that sounds good.
So.
For the sake of time, I'm just gonna write to people like their buffs.
Yep, we can figure that out as well when we get back. So again, for the sake of time, we'll kind of blitz through the 2 days of traveling. However, I will say that Sergeant Pepper's, you and Lanius kind of discuss strategy. And Lanius says that he will use his group to try and pull as many of them out of the cave as possible, and then pull them away from you so that you go in, do what you need to do while they're distracted.
Okay.
That is going to be the best way, because fighting inside the caves is going to be very difficult anyway. So.
And I don't know if we're very much AoE oriented for this group.
Nope. I
have a
do not
wizard.
AoE.
You have a
You can
wizard.
solo it. Fireball the whole fucking cave.
Fireball. Okay. Yeah. Is everybody cool with that idea? The only other option is to sandwich them.
Yeah, draw them out. That works.
Draw them
Yeah.
out, flank them, and then have the entire team go in.
Well, Lanius can tell you that only some of them will take the bait. The rest will stay there to defend.
That is fine.
Well, my preference would be to make sure that the people who draw them out make it out alive, so...
Do their best. They know what they signed on for.
Yeah, they're not like, common folk. They are soldiers or
They are.
warriors.
And we did make them a promise we would treat them as our own, but they do seem to know what they're doing.
They know who they're fighting.
Yeah, and they are, like, in a way, defending their home. Their hearts are in it. Probably more than ours.
Which is why I'm saying we should probably ensure that outcome.
Well, sure.
I mean,
To
that's
the best of our ability.
Yeah, I mean that's what Sergeant Peppers would do.
That's,
I guess we can make that judgment call whenever we see how the plan pans out. Pan balam.
Lamb.
Pepper, that coffin looks heavy. I thought I might be willing to help out for a bit.
Oh,
My
Here's
voice
a load.
echoes through your mind. I'm like, share the load. The load.
Load?
Share the load.
So, 2 days of travel go by. strategy has been discussed.
No.
And when you arrive, is put in. So you see that the lead up to this cave is at the foot of the mountains, where it begins to become less of a flat grassland or of a rocky hill. There is a path leading upwards to a large cavernous open, one of the, and you can definitely see that it is fairly well guarded by other hobgoblins. These hobgoblins seem to have retained the weapons and armor that in their previous life. They're a bit more well equipped.
Previous life?
Yes.
Like,
They
Are
were
they all
soldiers.
As soldiers. Sorry, no, they're still alive.
Okay.
So you get this in since speaking with them as you spend these 2 days on the road with them, that the hobgoblins decided to turn their swords into plowshares and take up a more peaceful way of life. These
I
other
thought
ones,
you meant the ones defending. Yeah.
mm-mm.
yeah. So the ones in the cave, the ones that are raiding, they have clung to their weapons and before and still use them. So, as things begin to happen, Claudius leads his men and get the attention of the people guarding the cave and pull them away, sort of a fighting retreat. And that pulls, you can see about 7 or 8 defenders from the cave. Pulls them away.
Not the vibe.
Allowing you all to sneak up to the entrance.
Can I ask a quick question? I'm still in the city of Faventium.
Yes.
Is that normal?
I'm pulling you all
Okay,
to the
perfect.
new map, right?
Okay. Because yeah, it's been that way for quite some time, so just double check.
Because of your tactics, I had to change a few things. So
Yeah, no problem.
you are free to arrange yourselves in whatever marching order you would like as you all begin.
I would like to remain in the rear and check out Tameki's new armor.
I like the rear.
I'm
Can
sure
I,
you do.
Can I just also like make a perception check to just see what we're about to get into?
Yeah, absolutely. Perception check as you enter the mouth of the
Wait,
cave.
fuck. I didn't mean to do it that way. But I do have an expertise in it, so do I get a thingy thing?
Are you going
It
to be
should be
front
worked
lines
into your
with your
bonus.
What?
peppers?
Nice.
As you approach the mouth of the cave, you see that there was at one point in time a large door that they had constructed across the mouth of the cave. That door is partially shattered open, which is why you see some of it. It looks like they were beginning to attempt repairs, but they haven't quite gotten as far enough to actually repair it. Something very strong went through one point in time.
And somewhat recently, if they haven't gotten it fixed.
Yep. Along with that, especially on the outside, sort of this entrance, you see dried bloodstain.
I can't see anything on the screen.
Is
Can't see
It's
it.
is
black.
this area
Oh.
dark?
Yeah, it's black.
Yeah.
Can I equip my moon touch sword?
Hang on. I'll give you guys some. Should be able to see it. It's going to be in black and white.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Can I still
Oh,
equip that
hang on.
sword?
Yes, you can.
From my screen, I see a light source.
Yeah, I chose the
I
wrong
don't-
thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's mine or not. I
No,
also
it's-
don't know how to
it's okay,
equip
too.
this.
Click on the little shield. Yeah, there you go.
I see it.
Bright
Doesn't
light
count.
15 foot, an additional 15 dim.
Yeah, and it seems to count it as I move. It
Oh,
is. As I move,
Ooh.
I see the shadows dissipating.
That's your normal vision
Ooh.
because you have dark vision. So hang on.
Okay.
So you're actually
Well,
actively giving off light. That'll help everybody else see as well.
Oh.
This might help us see.
Yep.
You remember the Hobbit?
I
He
like
had
that.
a fucking sword that glows. Yeah, that's basically
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
I can see everything. Not actually, but I can see very far.
You see a good distance. Yeah. So there are dried pools of blood. Looks like I've been there for. Seems that they had some trouble recently.
Seems they didn't make it very far.
You also see carved into the rock is symbol of some kind. With script around it. What languages does everybody speak?
I speak Common and Celestial.
Okay.
And Rogue.
Oh, you've got Thieves' Cant.
Yeah.
Abyssal, Common, and Elvish.
Celestial and Undercommon.
Okay.
Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Okay.
God dang.
Elvish, Primordial, Undercommon.
Okay.
I
And-
speak Common and Infernal.
It's
So-
fucking infernal.
None of you are able to read the script. But the symbol that a multi-headed dragon.
Could I take
I see.
like a mental note of that and like hold on, let me see what I got in my inventory. I was like, can I like reproduce
not
that on a
have to.
piece of paper?
Pepper seems to be very astute in his studies. Maybe he can record that image in his journal.
Hang on one second. Let me find.
Do I recall any creatures with that symbol?
It looks like that.
Yep,
Ooh,
I'm sure it does.
that's a fusion card if I've ever seen it.
You may make a religion check to see if you recognize the symbol.
Oh fuck.
I will try that. Even though I have a very low religion.
What are my rolls?
Your brother took them all.
That sweet roll was really good though. It was worth it.
Janira and Keaton, you do recognize this symbol as that of the goddess Tiamat,
Mm-hmm.
but you know very little else.
CP knows about it. Janira doesn't.
ZP metagaming.
Well, Janira knows that it's a symbol of Tiamat.
Yeah. This
Assuming
picture
we
reminds
can
me of.
relate that to the team. Go ahead, ZB.
Yeah. I would mention that, but not much else.
Isn't
I-
there a fucking 5-headed dragon fusion Yu-Gi-Oh card? Or am I?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure there is.
I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, so I couldn't.
Yeah,
Well,
give me a second.
when I rolled a
Picture
6,
Topher
I
posted?
looked at it. Go ahead.
Sorry, what?
Reminds me of Jackie Chan's like.
Yes.
Oh
little
yeah.
tablets.
Oh.
Yep.
That's
mhm,
what I think of too. But yeah,
mhm,
when I
for
rolled a
sure.
6, Kamira goes, I think something about dragons. Something to do with dragons.
I don't
Yeah.
like
That's
dragons.
about all I know. Ooh, 5-headed dragon.
Real,
Well,
real 5-head.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
also, I don't know if like I relate it to people, what I perceived about the fact that um, the door has been crushed by something big, and it has not been fixed. So it looks like they've been attacked recently
It
and have
could have
not had
been
enough time.
the mercenaries.
It could have been. You're right, but really big is what it's perceiving. Like this door was big, and it looks like it was smashed in with something big.
Are there like footprints or anything?
Don't know.
Can I go and check?
Can I also perceive footprints?
Yeah, survival
Survival?
check to see if you can spot footprints and get an idea of what. Pretty good roll there.
Ooh.
Right. Gidon, looking at the ground, you do notice that there are. It looks like this pathway has traveled a lot, so there do seem to be a lot of footprints coming and going. Most of them match up with the hobgoblins that you've seen. There is a pair of large boot prints. Someone very large and very heavy came through here, and you can see that it's kind of all about this kind of antechamber here. And you're you're good enough at seeing patterns, prints from your hunting day to whoever that large set of footprints was, they fought here. And they made their way.
If I
What about-
had to make a hunch, I would say the dragonkin was here, and he fought with an adversary and made his way to the right.
Probably fought several at
All right.
What the disembodied voice said.
The eyes in the sky.
All right. Well, can I be sneaky? Or is it really open?
It's open right now. You could attempt to be sneaky as you continue, or you can rush in.
I'm gonna try to be sneaky and just try to get a little bit more
From
vision.
from your point of view, you can definitely see there look to be two pathways.
And Kidon said they went this way.
The tracks do seem to be leading down this path.
Okay, that's the direction I want to try to be sneaky around.
Okay. Is the whole group going sneakily, or are you ranging out ahead?
I can
I will
probably
hold the flank.
Yeah, I was like, I can probably do this on my own. But if there's things, I'm gonna need backup. So
Go ahead and make me.
Could
Okie dokie.
loosely follow behind, perhaps. I do want to give Peppers
Fuck.
advantage on his next initiative roll.
Wow. I
Well,
love.
you're not sure how sneaky. Begin to
Also,
I don't know how
kind of
far.
fine. I'll stop you if something.
I slap the half-naked man on his lower back, and I kind of like wiggle my moon touch sword in the right hand direction. Like, want to go
Eh?
there?
Eh? Yes. I nod.
Oh God.
Nodders?
Nodders.
Can I stealth again?
Make
now
me
that there's enough.
I
make me a
pull out
perception
my
check there.
A what?
my-
Perception.
Thank you. Why? going on? Hey, look. Why is it -1?
Low wisdom
Oh,
and no proficiency
I am proficient in it.
in perception.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what the
Oh, I didn't see that. That's just never mind.
Okay. I was
I
like,
saw-
no.
bad roll.
No, I saw the 0. Yeah, I don't know why it has a random 0 in there.
That's okay. It's the luck of the roll. What did
Yeah,
I
you
not
rolled
perceive?
a 4.
Oh, fuck me.
Hey, we can't see that roll, Topher.
No.
If you want
I
that
know.
is on purpose.
to. I was just checking. You know.
Look
You
at
wouldn't
this
Amira,
mother.
believe me.
Look at this motherfucking thing. Expertise, perception, my ass.
Mira, as you are beginning to poke your way into the cave, you're not alone, and you do not see the person sneaking up on you till it is
Oh, yay.
suddenly from your side. A hobgoblin iron shadow attacks you,
He stabs me.
stabs you. Well, actually, no. He goes in with no weapons, just hands.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Handsy.
That's my kind of fight.
And he's going to take 2 attacks against you at advantage for surprise.
Okie dokie.
Oh fuck.
That one hit. Yep.
It. A quick flurry of blows as he.
Can I interject real quick? So my sword should have given me 15. Moon touch sword shouldn't have given me like 15 area of light. Would that have helped her perceive any enemies?
No, these things are incredibly stealthy.
Okay.
They rolled really well on their.
How
So-
do I show my hit points? Do I just like subtract it?
So what you can do is where I've rolled the damage there, the 5 and the 4,
Mm-hmm.
right click on
Yeah.
it and do apply damage.
Apply damage. Apply damage.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
And now when anybody mouses over you, the health bar. That.
Okay.
They won't see a number, but they'll see a health bar. As this creature suddenly appears next to you, hits you with a flurry of blows, before you can turn and respond in kind, he poofs in a cloud of smoke.
Perfect.
Is gone.
Nerf rogues.
And you hear inside the clattering of weapons and armor as footsteps begin to rush down the corridor to all of you. And
Okay.
that is where we will pick up next time.
Nice.
Nice.
Do we have a chance to step up next to her?
Yes, you may move.
And
Alright.
can I also poof?
Bow up,
Just-
little bitch.
if you have something that lets you do that, yeah, absolutely.
I have a cunning action where I can hide.
Yeah.
Maybe here. Maybe here. Maybe here.
So I
How
hide
high
for
is
the
the
next
cavern?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
How high is the cavern?
It differs depending on where you're standing, but it ranges anywhere from about 10 to 20.
Okay.
Let me do this.
Pick back up next time, and it will.
How can I know that I'm hiding
Alright.
for the next round?
Give yourself the stealth status. If there
How
is
do?
one.
Let's see.
Right click yourself, click the top
Uh-huh.
right thing, and then click on the
Well,
sneaky icon.
Which one is sneaky?
I don't know. Is that
I know, I was
that's
sitting there looking.
unconscious. Poof?
I'll do the death icon.
Death.
Yeah.
Death. And sneaky.
Well,
And
we'll do the stealth check when we.
okie dokie.
Cool. well on our way for a roaring adventure.
Always a
Already
good time.
neck deep.
Love being stabbed.
Love
it.
You weren't stabbed, you were punched.
He just slapped you a couple times. It's fine.
It
Damn.
felt like being stabbed. I'd rather be stabbed.
He literally just
at
popped
this
up and
point.
went, and then
Yeah.
walked away.
Smack my
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, smack
I'm
The
my
DBZ
bitch.
Fighter smack from Lythera's videos.
Yep.
I'm ready. I'm so fucking ready. Oh, dude. Oh, let's go.
The combat sexual.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
That's why he's
Yes.
already
He's
up next
he's
to me.
smelling the ground.
Is ready.
Yes.
When I hide, do I need to move or am I just like hidden there?
You'll probably want to move.
Okay.
Don't know if they have sight on.
You know what's hilarious is that this person just poofed out of nowhere, did the little slappy sound, right? And then poofed out of the way, and my retort is to poof back.
Yep. Rogues. Rogue
Yes!
fights.
Rogue
Woo!
stuff.
It's literally like two rogues fighting each other in a battleground in WoW CP.
Yeah, no, actually.
Fucking blind
Sap,
vanish.
vanish.
Sap.
I'm fucking
Yeah.
looking
Saps
at
runs
let me
away.
find this gif.
Blind.
Cheap shot into kidney shot. Into blind, into vanish, into cheap shot, kidney shot. Oh my god, dude.
Yep. Yep.
I'm like that. I'll get you back next time when my rolls actually work.
Oh god.
So yeah, it looks like the next game will be on Halloween.
Okay.
If anyone comes up with any plans or anything that day and we need to postpone, just let me know. Push it a day or two. But-
Okie pokey.
Sounds good.
Also,
Great
y'all
job,
just
everybody.
decide.
Mhm.
I have 4. So okay, how many do we have? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So each one of you can choose your buff, and you can just do that on your own time, really.
Okay.
Yep.
Except Dare. Dare, you
Huh?
already had your coffin caressed.
Yeah, the next time you were going to touch it, it was going to go.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the bonus attack, but I was thinking that might be broken because I already have 8 bracers of archery. That gives me like
+2
Plus two
bonus to
attack.
damage rolls, and so it doesn't give you an additional attack. It just more likely to hit.
I think I have something else that gives me an extra attack as well.
Yes, 5th level ranger. I bet you have.
And keep in mind, you can only do 1 bonus attack, so you can't do more than.
Yep.
Like you can't do bonus attack, bonus attack.
Beginning at 5th level, you can attack twice instead of 1 action.
Yeah, extra attack. Yeah.
So yeah, that wouldn't work for you essentially because you already have a bonus attack.
Oh, it doesn't stack up like
No.
that.
No stacking.
You would need to be like
Unfortunate.
hasted or something to get a second action to do another 2.
Okay. Well, then I would say that I would feel safe with not getting the bonus. So there's two other people then that could feed from that.
Alrighty.
Well,
There, you can have another one then.
between now and then, if y'all have any questions or stuff,
Will do. I'm gonna go make some food. Thanks for
Yeah.
starting another journey.
yes,
Another
thanks.
adventure.
Sounds good.
Thanks for
Oh,
joining
man.
us.
I'm enjoying the references.
Yeah. Oh,
Same.
just wait. It gets better or worse.
I swear, if you bring back Isran, man, I might cry.
We'll see. We'll see. Lots of traveling in this campaign.
Yeah. alright.
Teleportation.
I love Bran Barden Bronzebeard.
Yeah.
He's literally an archaeologist too. Well, it's probably not actually that, but he wants the treasure.
I wish I could do a British accent. Not a British. Oh my god. Scottish.
All you got to do is talk with the back of your throat.
Yeah, literally when they tell you to like do the Scottish accent, they said to pull your tongue in the back of your throat. So basically you're gargling.
I have
every
to do like
word.
this weird like chicken motion to speak Scottish. Do you
I
know
can't
how
do
to
it.
talk like a Scottish person?
I know
can't
their
remember
lingo.
I can't remember what it was in Retail WoW, but there was this thing. It was like, he played it like it was like every single time. It was like, "Handle, you got to stop it."
Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
something like it's like.
There's a hang on, I'm gonna post a thing. I just gotta find it. It's like a really good like yes. McDonald's newest sandwich, the Macbeth. Hang
Okay.
on. Yes, it's wonderful.
An ad
To Macbeth.
for a new McDonald's sandwich, the Macbeth.
I watched this in the
Did
neck
ye
of my
work
feet.
up an appetite? Unseaming the foes of your liege lord from the knave to the chaps. When the dawn breaks, how shall ye break your fast? Oh shit. The new McDonald's Macbeth. The only sandwich. With meat taken from a cow that trusted the butcher with its very life. That beef is placed upon a bun along with pickles and a super special sauce. The new McDonald's Macbeth. It is a meal you shall wish to enjoy tomorrow. And tomorrow.
Trusted the butcher with his very life. That's so Scottish.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
Wow.
That was good.
Holy shit.
How will you break your fast?
Oh my
Uh,
god.
All right. Well, on that note, I have to go to bed. It was fun. I will talk to y'all
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
later.
Indeed.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Thanks
Good
everyone.
night, everybody.
Thanks
Good
everybody
night.
for watching. I'll put the VOD up here shortly.
And that'll be great.
It'll
Yeah, did you
be
get stuck in a Scottish
wonderful.
accent?
It happens all the time, dude. All the time. Like it's
What
hard to
was
stop.
the game we played? Oh no, we did the fucking it was the VR chat thing.